This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
Follow the money.
That's what I always say. You always follow the money.
Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Here we go. Welcome in. Follow the Money on VSiN, the sports betting network. Mitch Moss along with Paulie Howard. We are live in downtown Vegas from the Circa Resort and Casino, and we are closing up strong this week with a 3-hour banger. Tons to get into. Great guests, including Joe Osborne in studio from Covers.com in 30 minutes, Paul Charchian in 45. So a great hour on tap to begin things here, Paulie. I thought when Spain went up 1-0 against Belgium, books would start to post look-ahead numbers to Spain and France. They didn't do it. I didn't see it anywhere. And then Belgium got the equalizer. The first goal that Spain allowed the entire tournament so far. Mm-hmm. So that's where we are at right now. Halftime of this quarterfinal match. Spain won, Belgium won, and all those tickets on Spain to win to 0 up in smoke. Unfortunately.
Too bad. First goal they allowed in over 600 minutes to Catalara with a header. Spain was 1,800 in play to qualify. $5 in regulation. They have not lost in regulation in 35 matches. They're $1.40 in regulation. They are $3.40 to qualify. 10-1, 11-1 to win in penalties. Extra time, Spain 5-1, Belgium 16-1. I can't believe they conceded. Oh, man.
It was a great header.
It was. And this whole disrespect, nobody thinks they're good. And maybe they could actually get to the Final Four here. Yeah. Speaking of Belgium.
I did earlier this morning, up bright and early for the Scottish Open and for the men's draw in Wimbledon in the semis there. I did before Sinner took on Joker. It's something we talked about for the last couple of days. Here's the parlay that I put in. I put in Sinner along with Spain to qualify. There's some heavy juice on both of those, and I tied it into Max Holloway tomorrow night. It paid plus 120. So we'll see. This is probably going to be sweaty the entire second half, and if it goes to PKs, I'm going to hate life.
Yep. I know. It got kind of like Pedro in his heyday when he was dominant with the Red Sox. Okay, there's your run. That's good. I thought it was they got the early goal. That was it. And they were going to win 1 or 2-0. But credit Belgium. They keep coming back. And lucky to be here with the Senegal performance. And then they blew us out. But most people wanted to talk anti-USA and not give Belgium credit. But at least they scored, and this thing's interesting.
Sure.
It got juice.
By the way, I tweeted out a photo at Mitch Moss Radio before the show started, a shot here of the Circa Sportsbook. Almost packed. And we're talking about this match started at noon Pacific time. And by the way, when Belgium scored, it was like dead silent in here. So everybody's on Spain one way or the other. I cannot even, if this place is packed at noon for Spain-Belgium, I cannot even imagine what USA-Spain would have looked like. And you said 65 million people would have watched. Now that numbers came out, it could have been more than that. Could have been 75 million. Who knows?
I don't know. The start time was tough. I don't know. It would have been interesting to see. But
I think people would have said, well, I'm taking a 3-day weekend and watching the match.
Could have been.
On a Friday.
With enough notice, sure. Mm-hmm. That's possible. Could have happened. No doubt.
The Golden Boot, very interesting again after yesterday. Messi and Mbappe with 8 apiece. How are you approaching Norway and England? And I ask that with Holland at 7 goals. This dude has taken off like wildfire across the entire world. The States, no exception. So he's so popular. The Instagram accounts, the Twitter accounts. Did you know that in Norway, I heard this last night, his jersey has sold out completely?
I believe it.
I looked today. Yeah. I'm going to buy one at some point. I've fallen for this dude big time. Corey, don't keep that, please. And throw that in my face down the line for anything that would be unnecessary. But I'm going to buy an authentic like Norwegian jersey of him in the World Cup.
I got to
do it.
I did England to qualify, BTTS and Alt over 1.5 plus 180.
That's plus 180.
Did that. Yep. Meatman's concerned about the weather because it's going to be so hot, and he's already on the under. But I think it's going to be 2-1 England, and hopefully both the 2 stars score, which we have that as well in shots. You can parlay all that stuff too. And if that comes in, it'll be another bloodbath, and it'll be good for the players.
I got to say, if both guys don't score, going to be a little bit disappointed.
Sure. Yeah.
That would be a great cherry on top leading into Messi if he can get another one in to close out the quarters of this tournament. And they popped every single game so far for the most part. So imagine if, do we think that Haaland would have scored against France? Didn't play in that match. If he scores there, he's sitting on 8 going into this one against England.
Yeah.
And again, the winner of that match is going to have a third-place game.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That could be anything. I mean, that just could be like a free-for-all, and let's have some fun, and it could be 3-3, and a ton of guys score. So that's also important to factor in with this.
Earlier today, Arthur Ferry, great story, came to an end at Wimbledon, could not win a set against Zverev.
Nope.
The entire place was behind him, obviously, and then Sinner took apart Joker in straight sets. It wasn't easy, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. It was a good match to watch, but we get Sinner now and Zverev in the final of the men's side.
How about the price? I mean, it's still, I know Alcaraz is bad, but it's number 1 against number 2, and the guy's $450.
That's, you know what takes him Zverev then?
I don't think so. He's $5 now, minus 4.5 games. Mercy. It's incredible.
Okay.
That's a lot of respect.
Let's get right into this as well. How about the reports leading into our show in the last half hour to like 90 minutes of LeBron's next team? It got to Cleveland 64% earlier today, prediction markets, and it is now swinging the other way. They're like down below 40, around 45% now.
Yeah.
And there's another team now in the mix big time is what we're hearing, Paulie.
I'm out now. It's too much. So, whether you want to go on the prediction markets or go up to DraftKings, it's infuriating. Yesterday, Bill Simmons is doing his podcast, and they're talking about this, and he shuts down the co-host. No, it's it. It's Cleveland. It's a done deal. It's Cleveland. He used Golden State. It was for leverage. It's a done deal, and he didn't want to have to continue the discussion and completely shut the guy down when he brought. Now, Brian Windhorst goes on ESPN Cleveland, and Tony Rizzo from ESPN Cleveland is on later in the show. But yesterday they said, the streets are talking, it's going to be Cleveland. And now the Windhorst report, I'm hearing it's a done deal. It's a different city, though. It's not Cleveland. And then a big move in Miami. And also his wife put something up there about, I love my life, and she's in nice weather and in a swimming pool. So it's just that, who knows? Maybe tomorrow will be another report.
I'm sure it will
now
be.
He's hanging out with Draymond and Steph, and I'm hearing it's Golden State. It's too much.
You're actually lucky that you're on vacation next week.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with it. You can completely ignore it then.
Well, I certainly believe Windhorst.
So do I. I mean,
the guy's locked in, and he does the regular hits in Cleveland, and he's from the area.
Right.
So I don't think it's clickbait.
All right, here you go. The audience needs to hear what Brian Windhorst had to say. He's been working overtime on this LeBron story. Here he was earlier today.
I just want you to know that I'm hearing stuff in other cities, too. I'm not going to say who, but I had somebody on the phone with me today that I consider a good source who was swearing it's a done deal in another city a couple hours ago, okay? And so I am being very, very cautious. Right now, it's too scattered. I also know how LeBron has operated. They have kept their circle very tight. I understand that you can point to cupcakes and whatnot and say, no, people knew. I'm hearing rumors all day long, and all of them make some level of sense, and all of them make some level of not sense. But I'm just telling you, Cleveland is not the only place where there are rumors.
Yeah. I would think Philly would be better than Miami. And from a basketball standpoint,
as do I.
That's a tough fit with him and Bam.
But I got to tell you, when Brian Windhorst talks, he moves the market.
Yeah.
I mean, Cleveland right now at Poly Market, 44%. The Heat up to almost 30%. Mm-hmm.
Don't you think Philly's a better fit basketball-wise than Miami?
Oh, I absolutely think so. I mean, I still don't love the ceiling at all for Miami if he goes there. Mm-hmm. And right now, I mean, the ceiling for Philadelphia, that would mean that everybody would stay healthy. And I'm not saying like 82 games out of Embiid. Let's not get nuts here, but he's there for the postseason, plays a lot of the regular season. The ceiling for Philadelphia is the best team to win that conference. If LeBron goes to Miami, what are they, still the 5 seed?
They still have a lot to work.
Yes, they do.
To do, and that might not actually take place until next year because they don't have a lot of money to fill out the roster.
And all this talk, by the way, that Golden State was out.
Yeah.
So they were earlier today at 26%.
That's the other thing. There's reports about what are the 3? Oh, it's been narrowed down to 3, and then now it goes back up to 5. And now, is Golden State out or not?
Well, if you believe the prediction markets, and at this point, it's been all over the map with this. That was kind of expected, I think. But Golden State has 16%. Philadelphia has 8%. You can always buy the no on this stuff, too.
Mm-hmm.
So they're telling you, I mean, if this is accurate at all, that Golden State has a better chance than the 76ers. I don't know. And we were, again, earlier this week, it was down to 3 teams. Golden State was out.
Yes.
Those were the reports. Prediction markets are like, no, we don't see it that way at all.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Goalie came out there for Belgium.
It also changes things, too, about what's going to happen in Toronto. You know, it's just embarrassing for the league. But the other thing is, now that all the facts came out, Toronto was told this in advance.
Yeah.
About, hey, be warned that something could happen here. But they also thought that this was going to be done by the time this was consummated. And that's a travesty. It's like, okay, keep billing those hours, right? Keep letting those lawyers go to work. An 11th month investigation.
Well, how about this? And Paul, this is absolutely going to be relatable to you. I'm driving in today listening to Money Moves. Will Hill was on. Will Hill's like, I did a podcast back in like February or March, and I said enough already.
Okay.
Think about that.
Yeah. And
here we are, and it's like, no, we don't have any resolution. And the guy's been traded, in theory.
Yeah. It feels like the Pablo Torre stuff was 2 years ago.
I know it.
With the smoking gun or whatever I have in paperwork.
That feels like, you're right. It feels like that was immediately at the beginning of the basketball season last year.
Yeah.
And still nothing?
Drop the hammer, Silver. Come on. This never would have happened under Stern. Under 3.5? You feel good about that?
Spain already had a great chance to begin the second half. No, I don't feel great. You can bet it all you like. All
right. I think we're going to penalties.
Win, lose next. The World Cup has been the perfect storm. How popular has it been? How about the best non-NFL number since 1994? Details on that coming up next.
Racetrack Television Network brings you every race, from every track, on every screen, every day. With monthly packages starting as low as $5, RTN gives you great value and access to more live HD streaming and race replays than anyone. Visit RTN.tv today to sign up and watch on almost any device, including Roku and Amazon Fire. Use promo code TRYRTN for a 5-day free trial.
This is VSiN, a network of sports betting analysts, writers, hosts, and handicappers, all here to help you become a more confident bettor. We broadcast live every day from Las Vegas, the sports betting capital of the world, and from studios across the country, giving you insight from every angle of the action. Take VSiN with you wherever you go with the VSiN Watch app, or catch us on streaming platforms and regional sports networks. You can also listen live on SiriusXM Channel 158 and on radio stations nationwide. Check out VSiN.com as well for betting tools, exclusive betting splits, AI-powered player prop projections from Opta, pro picks for every game, plus in-depth betting guides and articles built to give you an edge. From sharp betting analysis and daily best bets to insider interviews and expert breakdowns, VSiN is your trusted source for everything happening in the world of sports betting. See everything we have to offer at VSiN.com and become part of the Sports Betting Network.
On the next A Numbers Game, the World Cup semifinals are set, and Dallin Cuff is on the program to discuss both semifinal games. By the way, I won't be there. Dustin Sweetelson on desk with Kelly Bidlin to discuss with Dallin, plus Greg Peterson on this All-Star week off, talking about the All-Star game and the Home Run Derby, as will Adam Burke, as will Wes Reynolds. It's A Numbers Game. Dustin Sweetelson, Kelly Bidlin, right here at VSiN, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, the Sports Betting Network.
Win Some, Lose Some is sponsored by the Sharp Plays.
Were you a winner last night?
Wow, winning.
Or was it a rough one?
Well, they can't all be winners, can they?
Loser! You're a loser! Paulie Howard recaps the night in sports betting in Win Some, Lose Some.
Spain and Belgium tied at 1, 53rd minute. France 2-0, 8-1 to win by shutout, plus 140. Clean sheet, plus 105. Mbappe misses a penalty. Will France miss a penalty, 7-1. Mbappe first goal, plus 270. Anytime, $1.10. WNBA, Fever, plus 1.5. Bet went off the favorite at 1.5. This was on 1 with 2 seconds. But two Cunningham free throws put it on 3. And again, it goes over. Dream, 9.5 up to 12.5. Won by 11. Most runs in baseball, daily specials. Yankees busted out of it, 25-1. Subscribe, be part of the team, VSiN.com. Our radio and podcast friends, you always want to see these tweets and videos. At Paulie Does Vegas on Instagram. Send them in, we'll put you on. This is like Costanza with the shrimp. It's Seinfeld episode. How good is this with the hippo? This is a great... Look at... Just... Oh, no, wrong one. Oh, no! Veggies. They got the one with the veggies? Damn. We didn't have it. That was from yesterday. I wanted to go out strong. They just sent in a whole veggie cart for the guy, and it was like, how much can you get in a guy's mouth?
Is that right?
They were just throwing different stuff at him. Okay, next week. That one is fantastic. Bad beats, aces. Did you see this? 8.5.
Oh, yeah.
9.5. Outscored by 9 in the fourth quarter. But it's a 14-point game with 50 seconds left. Portland hits a 3. They get a stop. Final possession. Hit another 3. And they dribble it out. And it falls 8. Incredible. That was tough. Oh!
Insanely good chance by Belgium, and they couldn't score. Wow.
Tough. Sports calendar never stops. Sharp Plays covers it all, winning for 15 straight years. All of it documented. Logs posted publicly, sharpplays.com. When they move, the books take notice. Advanced AI, trusted insider intel, respected, watched, and feared. Start winning with them. Sharpplays.com. Go get it.
I don't know, man. This match looks pretty open to me. I think we're going to get more goals here. At least the opportunities are going to be there. Can they actually convert? We'll see.
Want? What do you want? Over 3.5?
What do you got for over 3.5? Yeah.
I don't think it's going to go over 3.5. Under minus 130. Plus 120 now, over 3.5. Yep. Under 4.5, minus $5. Spain in regulation, $1.15. Draw plus 160.
Okay. Here's what I was talking about, by the way, before the break. The combined viewing on Fox and Telemundo. This is, so viewing in the United States. USA and Belgium had 50.1 million. Mexico, England had 46.7 million. The most watched non-NFL sports events in the U.S. since the 1994 Winter Olympics. Why?
Was it?
Yeah.
Kerrigan and Harding?
That's correct.
Oh, God.
Galuli?
Yes. Did you ever watch the movie? Margot Robbie?
I did not.
Okay.
Is it good?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? Okay.
No, she's got great range, though.
Oh, she's tremendous.
Yeah, looked good in Wolf of Wall Street, too. It was her idea.
Good?
Her idea to be naked.
Oh, yeah. I applaud her for that.
Yeah, I agree. Was that Scorsese? Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, I'll go along with that.
DiCaprio, what do you think he said?
Sure, yeah, it's good.
Oh, you're going to do that? Oh, okay.
She had a good answer. Like that character, her currency and value was her body. That's it. So I had to be naked in that role and come out of the bedroom naked.
And I now want to go back and watch the movie again.
Sure.
Okay, so 57th minute, still one apiece here. You talked to Jeff Sherman yesterday, longtime odds maker here in Vegas, and he gave you a number of on the three-way France would be $1.40 against Spain.
Mm-hmm.
So they finally conceded today. When we had the meat man on yesterday, his initial reaction was, oh man, 2.5 indoors between France and Spain. I'm absolutely playing the over.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want Spain to win for various reasons, one of which would be Spain and France in the semis would be, that's an absolute heavyweight championship fight. Those are the two best teams. They were the two best teams coming into the tournament. They have looked the part. France was astonishingly good yesterday. They were so much better than Morocco, and Morocco's really good. And today, Belgium's on the same, I mean, they're right there here with Spain the way it appears, Paulie. But I want Spain and France, and they go to the box, the keeper punches it out.
What's the comparison? Is it the Patriots from this past year? They're not good. They keep finding a way. Like if Belgium would shock the world here. and to get to the semis? I mean, it goes back.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, they weren't even supposed to win their group. They come out that back-to-back draws. They didn't score. One of the goals was an own goal, so they have a 0-0 and a 1-1.
Yeah.
Then they go in and they take out New Zealand, no problem. But then the gift of all gifts, the magic against Senegal, down 2-0 in the 85th minute. And then the controversy there with the penalty as they win in extra time. And it's like, okay, USA will beat them. You get the good news with Balogun. Trump gets involved. They blow us out. And then here everyone's waiting for France, Spain, and they finally concede. And you're right. They're right there with them, and we're approaching the 58th minute.
Yep. Do you have are you going to start parlays tomorrow with Haaland, Kane, and Messi? Anytime goal scorers?
I've already done it.
Okay. Yep. So have I.
You can't have the FOMO. You hate yourself. It comes in. As you pointed out, I already started with Mbappe.
Now, how about this? If you really want to get nuts, have some guts. Good tweet here from Sarah Langs. On June 30th, Junior Caminero announced his HR home run derby participation. He homered later that day. July 7th, Ben Rice announced he was going to participate. Homered later that day. This is yesterday. Jordan Walker announced that he was going to be in the home run derby. Blasted one last night for the Cardinals. Today, who announced that they're going to be in the home run derby? Kyle Schwarber.
Good.
What do you think? You want to include Schwarber on some long bombs here? Some parlays along with those aforementioned
Gotta do it.
Players to score a goal?
Got to do it. I have other player props as well. Freddie Freeman, lifetime against Rodriguez. 10 for 20. Caminero, 500 career against Castillo. Devers, who's on fire, 600 career against Gordon. And Berger against Brown, hitting 500, 2 career home runs against him. In addition to Freeman, Rojas, small sample size, 700 career against Erod.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of those stick out as well.
I do have one note on that. Ohtani also has good numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez, and he was supposed to be his counterpart on the mound tonight. Ohtani was scratched tonight due to continued left knee irritation. He also will not play in the All-Star game on Tuesday. And there has been a big move on, well, there was actually before this. I need to double check right now what it is, the National League MVP market. What if he misses a little bit of time? Does that do anything for you?
That might be the Vasgersian comment. He could retire. He'd still win it.
He'd still win it right now?
I think so, yeah.
Because I have PCA who's second on the board now.
Yeah.
And also, I'll throw this out there without even knowing the number. Look at what Otto Lopez is doing for the Miami Marlins.
Yes.
And what that number was 35-1 like 3 days ago to win the division. It completely cut in half and beyond that. Mm-hmm. Now, they continue to win these games. Bryce Miller was on an absolute roll going into it. Doesn't matter. Killed him last night.
Yep.
And my Cy Young ticket on him is now dead as a result. But this team has been, and now tonight they have Sandy going.
He's won 7 straight starts. He tied a franchise record if he get one more.
Yeah. They are on their best 20-game stretch ever, 16-4. And I think the number is 26-8 since June 1st for this team. Yeah, there you go, 26-8. 3 games back now.
And the Cubs are an 18-7 run. I see runs in the Pirates game. Total of 8. Ashcraft, 15-3 overrun. Mm-hmm. I see runs in the Phillies game. Nola against Flaherty.
So do I, yep.
Total of 9. Nola's been bad.
Paul, Belgium. They got a run. Nope. Could not locate Lukaku there.
I mean, the Yankees and Nationals, it's Weathers. Palmquist is an opener. Then it's Littell behind him.
I know.
Littell's second most home runs allowed. Weathers 1-5 with an ERA of 6 in his last 7. I know they've been bad offensively, but I hope they broke out of it in the last game. Total of 10. Also, these teams are 1-2 in most home runs. Could be home run derby coming up at 6:45 Eastern.
Think about that. Think about where the Nationals totals have gone, and I'll tip my cap to Mike Palm, who was on that right away. He said, you got to keep betting them when they're 8.5. And now they're up to 10, which is a super high total, but I want nothing to do with the under. And again, this could be a chance there for Spain. Great job by the Belgium goalie. We are just getting so many attempts between these two clubs. Yurfie?
Yeah.
First 5 maybe over?
Okay.
You want to do team total? Which team would you prefer? Would you prefer the Nationals offense or the Yankees offense or both like in the first 5? Or just go first 5?
Go first 5.
First 5?
Another one. The disrespect with the Rays. Again at home, Martinez only $1.20 against Castillo.
I know.
They're 13-4 in his starts. Also, in addition to the Sandy news that he's won 7 starts in a row, our guy Messick He's struggled, and they've lost 6 of his last 7 starts. Sandy's $1.20.
Yeah. And, oh, by the way, the Red Sox finally took off not that long ago to play their game tonight in New York. You see this?
No, what happened?
Massive problems with the plane today leaving, and they had a 4 o'clock arrival time not that long ago. So they should be either they should have landed right now in New York or getting ready to land at some point. And that game is still on at last check. But
I've been Mets $1.55.
It's way too high.
I know. Sonny Gray 8-0 with an ERA of 2 going back.
Yep.
They've won 11 of 13 all of a sudden.
We'll dive into the UFC card this weekend. Conor McGregor used his typical intimidation tactics yesterday at a press conference. Joe Osborne was there for Covers.com. What does he make of it? We'll ask him next.
Biggest contest we've ever seen.
Seriously, what's the guarantee?
They're still talking about it.
I think it's time to put the rumors to rest.
Showtime!
$30 million.
$30 million? $30 million? $30 million?
That's $30 million guaranteed. 3 contests, multiple ways to win, no rate. Entry starting at $1,000. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere.
Elevate your sports betting game with VSiN's exclusive betting splits. Stay ahead with real-time market trends and track bet percentages on any matchup. Then uncover the edge by comparing them to the amount of bets placed to find out where the sharp money is headed. Upgrade to VSiN Pro to access betting splits, live odds, line moves, power ratings, and in-depth game analysis. Go to vsin.com/pro to join VSiN, the sports betting network.
This is VSiN, the sports betting network. This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Huge fight card coming up, UFC 329 this weekend right here at T-Mobile in Las Vegas. We'll get into it here. Joe Osborne joins us in studio now. Does a great job. Covers.com. We've known Joe here for several years now. And so cool of you to actually make your time down to Circa on your trip to Las Vegas, man. Great to see you. How you been?
Great. I'm usually in my basement in Nova Scotia talking to you guys, but here in Vegas, so let's take advantage of the opportunity. Pumped to be here with you guys. I don't know how you guys work here and don't get distracted.
Well, it's not every day that we get the World Cup.
That's true.
During the summertime especially, but great turnouts here in the summertime for sure for this event. Let's start here. The press conference was yesterday. Mm-hmm. McGregor up to his old tricks again, trying to pull out the intimidation factor, rips off the sunglasses for Max Holloway. Is any of this stuff going to work in your opinion?
Not really. It was a classic Conor McGregor press conference, absolutely. He talks a big game, and people are falling for it once again. You're seeing that in the betting line. Yeah. It's been cut in half since the fight was first announced. Max opened in the minus 400 range. He's down to around minus 220, depending on what sports book you go to. But this is what McGregor does. He builds up a fight, right? And we see big upsets and big fights in the UFC all the time. I just don't think it's very realistic that he's going to be able to pull it off here tomorrow night. And think about it. He's 5 years removed from fighting, and when we last saw him, he didn't look very good. He was on his way to losing a fight against Dustin Poirier, where his leg literally snapped in half. That was jumping right back into the deep end of the pool, versus a guy, Max Holloway, who's probably not in his prime anymore, but he's still very, very good and has a lot of advantages over Conor.
Are you buying any of what he was selling in terms of, I got caught up in the fame and the lifestyle, and also I was endorsing Proper 12, whatever it was, and every time I left the house, I had 2 bottles of alcohol, and I had to be gregarious and party and do shots. And...
Well, I saw that clip, and he was acting like he didn't party much beforehand, and all of a sudden he's promoting this liquor brand, and that introduced him to alcohol or something like that, and that's what got him into trouble. So no, I'm not really buying into that. He's doing a good job building the fight. I will say, my opinion on the outcome of the fight aside, he does seem a little bit more calmer, a little bit cooler, a little bit more collected. Not a whole lot of negative energy compared to some fights we saw in the past. When we last saw him 5 years ago against Dustin Poirier, there was a lot of negativity. He seemed to be forcing it in the build-up to the fight, trying to build it. So he is very focused, so I will say that, to be fair.
For those of us who want to really hit Max Holloway here in the betting market, should we just wait until tomorrow?
It seems to be trending in that direction. I think last week Max got down to around minus 210. He's been bet back up to around minus 240 now. So that seems to be the way it goes. Casual betting interest, seems to take place the closer you do get to a fight. The way I'm betting this fight, I'm going to take Max to win by TKO/KO, minus 120. Mm-hmm. When Conor wins, he wins in dramatic fashion. But when he loses in dramatic fashion as well. He tends to get finished whenever he loses in his fights. And he will have an early power advantage over Max. I will give him that. But the longer the fight goes, the longer that's going to favor Max. And Conor's not going to be able to compete with the durability, the pace, or the volume.
Sure. Follow the money here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Joe Osborne, our guest, Covers.com in Las Vegas for UFC 329. Follow him on X at JTFOZ. How about the co-main? St. Denis takes on Paddy the Baddy. Do you like the dog here in Paddy?
No, I like the favorite. I think Benoit St. Denis, he is an undervalued favorite. He's one of the hottest fighters in the division. 4 straight wins, 4 straight finishes. Some of those coming against some very good competition. Now, Paddy, he's a really fun guy to get behind. He's very exciting as well. But last time out, that was his first major step up in competition in the UFC against Justin Gaethje. And he got beat up pretty bad. Now he's taking on a guy in St. Denis who does not have the name recognition, but he's very, very good. And I think he's going to win, and I think this is going to put him in a position to be fighting for the title. The UFC tried to fast-track him to a title shot about 2.5 years ago. He was a big favorite against Dustin Poirier, ended up losing that fight in Miami. He's got things back on track now, and I think it's a good spot to take him as a smallish favorite. We
got a couple emails and tweets to say bet Green McKinney last less than a minute.
Ooh, I can see it. Both these guys are finishers. Probably not. I think under 1.5 rounds, like minus 400.
Is that what it is?
Well, they announced the fight, and that's the first thing that I look at. Like, okay, it's going to be, and it's like, okay, you can't really bet that. But yeah, they're not in there to get paid by the hour or the minute necessarily, right?
Yeah. Anything else on the card that you like?
Yeah, I like Corey Sandhagen to win by decision, plus 170 against Mario Bautista. These are two guys that fought back in 2019. Sandhagen won that fight. He got the submission. Bautista's gotten a lot better since then. He is going to be very difficult to put away. Sandhagen, unless he's going against the very best the division has to offer, stacking up one-sided win after one-sided win. So I like him to get the W by decision in a 3-round fight.
What is your favorite future in the National Football League?
I really like the New Orleans Saints to win the NFC South this season, plus 265 on that one. That division absolutely stinks, guys. That we didn't have a team with a winning record in that division last season. This is a team on the rise. Second year for Kellen Moore. Second year for Tyler Shuck, who's proving to be more than a serviceable quarterback, I think. I think the offense is really going to be really good, bringing ATN over from the Jaguars, drafting Jordan Tyson, him and Olave. Going to form to be one of the best receiving duos in the NFL, potentially. Maybe not right away. It's down the road. So, yeah, I think they have an excellent shot in a very weak division.
Aren't you a Tua guy, though?
I was. I got a soft spot for Tua. Okay. Well, he's not on my team anymore. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. So
how bad is that going to be?
Well, here's what I'll say. You got to get really bad to get really good in the NFL. They're doing the rebuild, right? The former regime didn't do them any favors whatsoever by giving Tua all that money. They didn't have to give Tua all that money, but for some reason they decided to. I think they're still paying Jalen Ramsey. They had to mess with Tyreek Hill. So they're tearing it all down. I don't know if you saw that depth chart offensively. I don't think there's going to, aside from the running back A-chain, I don't think you're going to see a lot of these guys going off the board very early in fantasy leagues. So,
yeah.
Well, I want to give Willis a chance at quarterback. He looked like a totally different guy with Green Bay than he was to begin his career in Tennessee, obviously.
I will say, for some optimism from Miami, that's win-win for them, because we have a very small sample size for what he did in Green Bay. He did look very good. If he is that guy, hey, the Dolphins have their quarterback for the next 8 to 10 years. If he stinks, then they're probably going to be in a position where they're drafting in the top 3, and there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks here in 2027 coming out.
We've been blessed by this World Cup, but once this ends, a couple of weeks, bam, football, preseason. Do you have a week 1 play already?
I do. I hit the bet button on this as soon as odds went up. It's Saints again. The over in Detroit, the numbers at 48.5. Detroit, back-to-back seasons where they've led the NFL in points at home. They're going to be able to get 30, and I think the Saints will be able to contribute to the scoring here as well.
Is that still around 48.5?
I think so. Not a whole lot of movement on it.
Okay. That's going to be a bet that I'm going to, because I'm with you on the Saints. I have their win total over 7.5 and them to win the division as well.
Yeah, Kellen Moore is an excellent offensive I know he's a head coach, but look at his time as offensive coordinator with the Cowboys, with the Eagles that year, with the Chargers. I think very high ceiling for that Saints offense.
Kellen Moore was one of the coaches written about in our VSiN NFL betting guide for Coach of the Year, like around 14-1. If you're on them and they win like 10 games, like he's going to be right there, you would think.
They finished the year strong. They won 4 of their last 5 games, and like I said, that division stinks.
Yeah.
What's the difference in temperature from Nova Scotia to here? What was it when you left?
Well, we go off Celsius, so I had to pull out my conversion calculator here. So it actually wasn't too far off from where I live. I don't live right on the Atlantic Ocean. If you're right on the ocean, it's a little bit cooler, especially during the evenings. But we laughed. We went out at night, and we're like, geez, it did not cool off here at all.
No. It's 102 when the sun goes down. It's like 10 o'clock at night. You went to the Summer League the other day, $15 for, a draft of beer?
Yeah, well, I always like to check out the concession prices because sometimes you get surprised in the right way.
Yeah.
And $15 for a draft beer, like a Coors Light or a Bud Light at Summer League. And I was like, the nerve of these people. But you know what? People will spend it, right? Usually if I go to a Major League Baseball game and an NFL game, I'll suck it up and buy the $18 beer. But at Summer League,
it seems a little much. I don't think prices are ever going back, though.
No, well, people will buy them.
Yeah.
I was surprised by that, too. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
Great to see you.
I appreciate you guys having me. Enjoy the fights on Saturday.
Enjoy you too. If you're betting at Circa for a limited time, you can fund your wagers with crypto using BurrowPay and pay no BurrowPay transaction fees. Fast, secure, another way Circa continues to innovate for sports bettors. Visit BurrowPay.com to learn more. Take advantage of fee-free crypto wagering before August 31st exclusively at the Circa Sportsbook here at Circa Resort and Casino. Borough Pay transaction fees are waived as part of the campaign standard. Cryptocurrency network and exchange fees may apply.
Again, you can follow Joe Osborne on X at JTFOZ in Las Vegas for UFC 329, covering the event for Covers.com. World Cup quarters right now. Spain, Belgium, 1 apiece, 78th minute. And the chances of kind of... it was hot and heavy there for a minute, Paulie, but they've kind of died down now in the recent minutes.
You got a shot under 2.5. I thought that ticket was done in the first half. This thing might die now.
Yeah, it's trending that way. So we talked NFL with Joe there. More on that coming up next. Friend of the show, Fantasy Football Hall of Famer Paul Charchian is going to join us. He has a future bet for every team in the NFC North. He'll break it down for you next here on VSiN.
You make me go loco, baby, yeah, that shit makes me crazy, yeah, that shit makes me crazy. You make me go loco, loco. You make me go loco, baby, yeah, that shit makes me crazy, yeah, that shit makes me crazy, yeah, that shit makes me crazy. You make me go loco, baby, yeah, that shit makes me crazy, yeah, that shit makes me crazy. You make me go loco, loco. You make me go loco, baby, yeah, that shit makes me.
The party never stops at Stadium Swim.
You make me go loco, loco.
Check out Stormy and JVT on Money Moves, only on VSiN.
They are last in the division last year, and they were still 9-8, which was better than the winner of the NFC South a season ago.
My eyes have not come across English words that have said that J.J. McCarthy is killing it.
They'll take you on a fun, fast-paced journey, weaving in everything you need to know to make an educated bet, while also not shying away from the excitement of a same-game parlay sweat. Money Moves, weekdays at 2 p.m. Eastern on VSiN, the sports betting network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Good to have you on board today. Spain, Belgium, 1 apiece, 83rd minute. More NFL here as a longtime friend of the show, Fantasy Football Hall of Famer Paul Charchian joins us in studio. Hey, buddy. Good to see you as always. How are you?
Great to see you. I am awesome. I'm glad to be here. I dialed you guys up about 90 minutes ago. I'm like, hey, I'm in town. Can you just find a slot for me? And here we are.
If you got picks, you're welcome. Yes.
That's it, though. I got to have picks.
Yeah.
All right.
And you have a future bet for every team in the NFC North.
I do.
This might be a good chance here for Spain. And no, good job by the Belgium defense there. Okay, so let's begin with the Detroit Lions, a team that I got them every which way but loose this year. I like them a lot. The schedule is so easy. What do you think of this team?
I bet you don't have this one. I'm going to give you a futures pick for each team. For the Lions, we are going with Sam Laporta over 4.5 touchdowns. That's it. The line is so small. Weirdly low. Remember, Laporta's had 3 seasons. His first 2 seasons, he scored 15 touchdowns the first 2 seasons. Last year, cut short by injury. Now, here's the magic of the 4.5 touchdowns with Laporta. Detroit's new offensive coordinator is Drew Petzing. Drew Petzing was the offensive coordinator for 3 years in Arizona. The most targeted tight end in the NFL over those 3 years with Drew Petzing was in Arizona in Trey McBride. Most targeted end zone tight end, Trey McBride. 18 targets in 3 years. Over that same period, Sam Laporta only averaged 3 targets per year. So we're going to see a big uptick potentially in Laporta targets in the end zone. We only need him to get to 4.5. Laporta's already proven himself at the goal line, by the way. This is a little bit nerdy. Laporta gets a massive 48% touchdown rate on goal-to-go passes to him. 48%. That is the equivalent of Derrick Henry getting the ball inside the 5, a 48% conversion rate. That's Sam Laporta historically on goal-to-go passes. He scores 48% of the time. I think, barring injury, this feels very, very hot.
Very
over
good.
4.5 touchdowns.
You're going to hurt my feelings now. Super Bowl, win the division. I love the acquisition of Murray.
Yeah.
Don't tell me the Vikings are going to have a down year.
I'm under the win total of 8.5.
Oh,
and here's why. And this is my favorite team. I hope I am wrong. It's because the team's got no depth. Paulie, the Vikings, you go 4 straight terrible drafts, like D-, F+ level drafts. And your team doesn't have any young talent behind its starters. The Vikings, pick a position. You can't find a qualified starter behind the starter, or just NFL ready player. Behind Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and Juwan Jennings is somebody called Jashawn Jones would be the next man up. Behind your starting tackles, somebody called Ryan Vandemark. Your defensive line lost Jonathan Bernard, and they went D-line in the draft, but behind them, there's somebody called Tyrion Ingram-Dawkins. I mean, they just don't have depth. Now, if you told me the Vikings are going to stay healthy all year, I'd be all over the over. Don't know about that. The other big issue you have to consider, the Murray acquisition probably works out okay. But Kevin O'Connell, who's been great with these Sam Darnold, Kirk Cousins, those are under center, stand tall, read the play, deliver strikes quarterbacks. Okay. Kyler Murray's none of those things. And maybe Kevin O'Connell is going to adapt what he's always done and turn Murray into a good pocket passer. Don't know. To me, that's a big variable. That's why I'm under 8.5.
All right. I hate the Watson contract. They lose Dobbs.
Agreed.
What happens with Green Bay wide receiver?
I love this angle as well. The Packers lead the NFL in vacated targets. 170 passes evaporated from that roster in this offseason. Romeo Dobbs is in New England. Dontavian Wicks is in Philadelphia. There's others as well. Tucker Kraft coming off ACL, Paulie. His status, totally unknown for the start of the season. Is he going to be fully active week 1, week 5, week 10? We don't know. Matthew Golden, coming off one of the most lackluster seasons in the history of first-round rookies.
Yes.
29 catches, 0 touchdowns. Statistically, he is in a very small group of first-round rookies like Darius Hayward-Bust and Laquan Treadwell and Josh Doxson, Kevin White. Those guys almost never revert into being the legitimate first-rounders you'd hoped. And then there's Christian Watson, who's never stayed healthy or been a high-volume guy. That only leaves us with one player, Jaden Reed. Over 649.5 yards for Jaden Reed. There's nobody else to throw a ball to. Stylistically, Jaden Reed's a lot like Deebo Samuel. He's shorter, he's strong, he's really good, breaks a bunch of tackles. Matt LaFleur is going to manufacture looks for his one really dependable go-to receiver, Jaden Reed. Reed, this is an offense that averages under Matt LaFleur 4,000 passing yards a season. His top receiver is going to get 650 yards. So Jaden Reed over 650 yards.
Okay, great breakdown. And by the way, Spain just scored in the 88th minute. This is Heartbreak Hotel for Belgium.
Horrible job by the keeper.
Well, it deflected off of him. He thought he had it and it bounced off his hands, I think.
I don't know how he didn't get the rebound, though.
That's incredible. Oh, what a bad beat.
Tough.
Oh, man. Okay, so
you didn't throw Troy Williamson at me. I thought you didn't throw that
right in that conversation, too, probably. Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, I think Green Bay non-playoff team.
That is a possibility. Really
Micah
is.
Parsons recently said, "I'm back at the earliest mid-October."
Right, and look what that defense just got smoked when he wasn't on the field.
Yeah.
Good point.
Agree with
Good point.
The Watson contract.
Bears, great story. Love what Williams did. Ben Johnson.
Yep.
We saw Loveland with a couple big games in the postseason. What does Loveland do?
Loveland, we're going to go over 5.5 touchdowns for Colston Loveland. You may recall I went berserk in the second half of the season. You just mentioned the playoff run, which was also very good. From week 9 forward, Colston Loveland was top 4 in tight end yards and touchdowns. Heck, we're trying to get to over 5.5 on this season. He scored 6 touchdowns between week 9 and week 18 last year. That was half a season. So now we just have to go over 6 touchdowns on the whole season for Loveland. They also have got a massive deficit of vacated targets because DJ Moore is now in Buffalo. He vacates 85 targets, and get this, DJ Moore was their most targeted wide receiver on plays in goal-to-go situations. He's gone. So where are those goal-to-go passes going to go? How about Colston Loveland? Why not? Luther Burden's going to get a big uptick in playing time, but he's not a goal line guy. Last year, Luther Burden didn't have a single target from inside the 5. So where are all those DJ Moore targets, and especially the inside the 5 goal-to-go targets going to go? Colston Loveland over 5.5 touchdowns, -110.
I think the Bears are the trickiest team for me at this point. I'm going to do way more research before the season starts on them because it screams negative regression from last year.
Yeah.
Based on turnovers and also
all
winning
the
these games.
Wins.
Craziness, right?
Yeah, right.
However, the Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams combo, I absolutely love the combo there.
Loveland, Burden, Odunze, all big hits in recent drafts, young ascending players. You can talk about these incredible wins that aren't repeatable, but also they learned how to win. Right, the Bears learned how to win close games.
Remember how bad it was before?
All they did was lose those games before. Yeah.
Hall of Fame prediction last year. JSN over 950 yards. What a call. That was awesome. Anything interesting or funny going on in fantasy drafts? Any surprises?
Well, the one thing I think that you have to give some thought to, and we'll talk about it more as I think the preseason goes on, is Jahmyr Gibbs sitting on perhaps a legendary season? I mean, are we talking about like 2,500 total yards? I mean, this is, you take David Montgomery out of that offense, and we could be looking at a monster season. And for me, he is the absolute lock at the top of every fantasy draft, Jahmyr Gibbs.
There's also this too. I never saw 10-1 available on him for Offensive Player of the Year. It's generally a market where I don't want to take the short shot or the favorite, whatever.
Right.
However, I really want to be on him this year. But he's like plus 750 to win that award. Would you dive in or no?
No, there just isn't enough value there because it's all injury now. It's really just an injury play at that point because there's no value in that number, unfortunately.
I'll give you but Bijan too, potentially in that offense with that new head coach. Like I like Stefanski.
I do too. I like Stefanski a lot.
Huge
dealt
upgrade.
a horrible hand in Cleveland.
Totally agree. So Bijan could be like 1A. And that's, Captain Obvious checking in here, but
yeah, super good players. Tyler Algier not there anymore either. So more touchdowns should come for Bijan Robinson, which we would love to see as well.
Are you up to date on TV shows right now?
Yeah, a little bit. What do you
got?
We've been watching a lot of. I'm spacing right now.
The network.
Well, everybody says I need to watch Widow's Bay, except you two.
You're
the only contrarians in my life.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
Well, you might like it because you like weird, funky shows as well.
I like thinkers.
I don't really get the point of the show.
Yeah.
It could be like under this. There's a town in New England that's cursed.
Yeah.
I just think overall it could have been way the writing's good, but I don't know.
Could have been way better. Yes.
DTF St. Louis.
Oh no.
Yep, I really enjoyed it. You hated it?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Was that weird? That thing got weird.
It was weird, but it was good weird. I like it.
This guy's a tough critic.
Yeah, you are tough.
Yep.
You are tough.
It was a bizarre ending, too.
Yeah, a little bit.
It started off great, and then we had a good acting.
Very good
I'm a
acting.
fan of Bateman.
Watch Cape Fear.
Yeah.
Everybody says it's great.
Barnum's
absolutely gripping. Yeah.
Barnum as a villain.
Awesome.
Yeah, there you go.
Follow him on X at Paul Charging. Great to see you, buddy.
Thanks, friends.
Up next.